Welcome back, guys. I wanted to do a quick video for mug rugs because they're not only cute, but they would make a nice little gift, like if you have friends at the office, for example, or just a friend or family member who enjoys coffee or tea. So basically, the first one, I've cut 2 circles, and then I'm just going to put those right sides together, and I've also cut a circle of batting. And we're just going to sew all the way around, leaving a very small place open so that I can turn it once we're done. Now, one thing I'm going to do is just kind of go around this and trim off some of that batting, just to make it less bulky when I turn it. So I'll just pull that back and hold it and just start trimming. You can use anything, a chopstick, a dowel, a turning tool. You just want to get in there and kind of smooth those edges and get your circular shape back, right? Just kind of come around real easy, like that. So I'm going to go back in again and get the other side. Okay, and then what I want to do is close up that hole. So we're just going to tuck that in just like any other project where you need to close that up. And I'm going to take a seam all the way around. Okay, now I'm not going to stop there. I want to go ahead and put a few more circles just to quilt it. Now you could just, put some pie slices in it if you wanted, or just a grid, whatever you want to do. But I definitely still want to give it some quilting in there. Curiosity's killing me on doing the pie slice quilting, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna leave my little ring that I did, but I'm gonna start over here right down in the seam that I made. In this seam, I'm coming down, take a stitch and back stitch, and then I'm just gonna sew straight across. And then come over to this side. Okay, so I kind of like the little pie slices, if you will. But you can see it's just a nice little mug rug. And maybe if you gave a mug as a gift, and then you could just tuck your mug rug right down inside it. Now I do want to show you another one because it doesn't have to be round. So this time we're going to be working with a rectangle. And I'm going to go ahead and sandwich my piece of batting between the two. Okay, and now I'm going to just do some cross hatches and quilt these together. I'm just going to free motion it here. I'm not going to make any marks. But if you feel more comfortable, just take a ruler and a marking pencil and just draw you some lines and then sew over those lines. Now, you could turn it the other way and also do the crosshatch. I'm just going to leave it this way. I did them nice and tight, close together, so I don't feel the need to add another row in the opposite direction. Now, I'm going to trim this. And now I want to lay this aside. And I've got this little piece. And now I just want to sew a little stitch here. So wrong sides together, I'm just making like a little pocket here. Okay, I'm going to take this to the iron and just iron that, and I also want to turn this to the back and iron that as well. I think I want to use this as the front, and I'm going to sew all the way around it. And so this mug rug, if you wanted to give it as a gift, it would be cute. If they drink tea, for example, you might want to put some tea bags down in there. Or you could put some little individual coffee creamers in there with a little stir spoon. If they're hot chocolate lovers, you could put a little piece of, a little packet of hot cocoa in there and then put the entire thing in a mug. So just some ideas there. Whereas the little round one was just a little flat round rug. This one, we're just adding a pocket to it, making it a little cuter. So I'm going to bring it over to the machine. And I'm going to sew the pocket down. Now I don't want it all the way down, because if I take it all the way down and then take a seam on it, then we're going to lose some of the depth of the little pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and leave just a little bit of space here. Now you could turn it this way if you prefer. You can make it any size you want. You don't even have to put this pocket on. This is just another way to make a mug rug that you're going to bind it, whereas the other one was just a little bit faster because you sewed it, turned it, and you didn't have to put a binding on it. So let's go ahead and let me also, we're going to save a step. Typically when I bind, I go ahead and fold this, because you don't really need a piece this wide for something this small, especially. But even on a quilt, your binding does get folded like this. So let's go ahead and I'm not going to go to the trouble to iron it flat or anything. I'm just going to go ahead and fold it like this and sew it. Okay. I got ahead of myself, but it's not too late. We need to sew this. So I'm going to tuck this back under here. Okay, so we've got our little pocket there for whether we wanted to put a cute little teaspoon in, a tea bag, hot cocoa, whatever you would want to add. Now, just like with a quilt, we're going to turn this over and pull our binding, and we're just going to stitch it. You can hand stitch it if you want, but I'm just going to machine stitch it. Okay, so we have got this one completed. You can make it a square, rectangle, whatever you want, whatever size you want. This one is just like a little quilt, so we've got the binding on it to close up our raw edges. Means it can also be washed. That's not a problem. We do have the little pocket on this one. And the nice thing about this one being a little bit larger is whatever they have stirred their beverage with, they could rest their spoon right there. But equally as cute is just the little round one. Very simple. Move that one out of the way so it doesn't take away from this one. This one's just a good size to absorb any condensation or anything like that to protect the furniture. So either one would make a really cute gift, just tucked inside a mug, and put you some cellophane around it, and it'd be really cute. Of course, make one for yourself as well. Have a great week, guys.